Hi Taurus, this reading is for you if you just recently broke up or had a fallout with your significant other. We'll have three spreads in this reading. In the first spread, we'll look at the situation as to what happened. And in the second spread, we'll look at the advice for that situation. And in spread number 3, we'll see a new love coming towards you in the near future. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Alright, Taurus, so here's the situation. We have the Three of Wands clarified by the Devil. We have the Nine of Swords clarified by the Hierophant. We have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could have been dealing with Capricorn or pretty much any zodiac sign. Right, well, this looks and actually feels really, really dark. Look at the color of all these cards, right? We have the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords here. Right, and the Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck is a pretty gloomy card. So what I can tell you for sure is that there was a final decision, right, to end this. And this final decision, and I'm talking about the Three of Wands, the first card that came out, was based on the Devil, which is clarifying. I actually asked why was there a final decision, right? Then the Devil showed up. So you could have been dealing with a Capricorn. The Devil is a Capricorn major arcana card. If you were not dealing with a Capricorn, then this could be interpreted so many different ways. The Devil, in this particular case, is a very toxic energy, right? So perhaps you were... I can see a few scenarios, right? But again, all of this was based on the Devil. Right, I see a few scenarios. One scenario is that perhaps you were dealing with somebody who was addicted to something or someone, right? And you just kept supporting this person, you kept being there for them, but at some point you've had enough and you decided to cut the cord, even though it was a really, really tough, painful decision, but you just couldn't be there anymore in this environment, right? You could have been with a very abusive person, right? And at some point you just kept taking it, you kept sacrificing yourself, but then at some point you said, you know what, I gotta go, it's just done. Okay, for others of you, it could have been the final decision on their part, but again, it was still based on the Devil. Perhaps they left you for a Capricorn, right? Or perhaps they just had somebody else and they just couldn't let that person go. Or if they met somebody new, they felt this unnatural pull towards that person and they just had to go. Alright, so that's the way I see it. One of those scenarios, right? That's what I think the Three of Wands clarified by the Devil and the Five of Swords are all about. Somebody making a final decision to end this, right? The Nine of Swords in the middle clarified by the Hierophant, that's you. Okay, the Hierophant is your major arcana card, and I guess the person in the Nine of Swords crying themselves to sleep, that would be you. Alright, then again, if you had to leave, it was a very painful, it was a very difficult decision for you, and perhaps you tried really hard, or perhaps that's you after they left you, if they were the one who pulled this trigger, right? And the Ten of Swords right next to the deck, this is a card of an abrupt ending. So at some point, somebody just said, you know what, I'm done here. Alright, the Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck, that's a card of an ugly separation, an ugly divorce. This is when people just leave. There could have been a major fight, or with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords, actually, all those two cards together, it's almost impossible to salvage this, right? If there is an attempt to restore this connection, to reconcile, I don't know if this is going to be possible with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Swords being in this spread. Alright, so yeah, let's take a look at the advice spread just in case. Here's the advice spread for you, Taurus. We have the Eight of Swords, Death, the World, and the Five of Wands. I'll be brief, because I don't want to spend too much time on this anymore. Don't overthink it, Taurus, it's done. It's a done deal. Alright, don't struggle with it, let it go. I know it's easier said than done, but it's done. You know, it's just done. Let's go over these cards real quick. The Eight of Swords is a card of somebody who's stuck and trapped. It could have been you literally stuck and trapped in that toxic situation. Or this is you overthinking now after what happened, right? Perhaps you're beating yourself up. Perhaps you're blaming yourself. Don't do that, all right? The Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck, very similar to the Five of Swords we saw in the first spread, but perhaps this is you still struggling on the inside with what happened. Was it the right decision? Was it my fault? You know, things like that. And then we have Death with the World. Both are ending cards. Both are ending cards. And the thing about the World card, this is my happy end card. This is when one chapter of your life comes to an end and a new happy chapter of your life is about to begin. So that's this spread is talking about that person out of your life is actually good for you. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's all I have. Let's move on. Spread number 3 is new love coming towards you in the near future. Here's the third spread, Taurus. This is new love coming towards you in the near future. We have the Chariot, clarified by the Knight of Cups. We have the Sun. We have the Lovers, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We also have Leo and Gemini on the table. But you could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. Right? What a difference, Taurus. Look at the color of these cards. Remember in the first spread I mentioned that those cards were mostly dark and gloomy. Look at these cards. Look at them. Right? The Sun in the middle is the happiest card in the deck, by the way. Right? It's a major arcana card, so it's unavoidable. You're going to happy whether you want it or not, Taurus. And I'm not joking. Right? The Sun could be a Leo you're dealing with. And you know, how are you going to meet this person? If this person is a Gemini, it could be their birthday that you're going to be going to, right? We're in the middle of Gemini birthday season, and the Lovers is a Gemini card. It doesn't have to be that particular person. It could be just somebody at their birthday party or something like that. Right? But there could also be some kind of a event coming up that you may have to travel to, or it's just going to be you going on the road by yourself or with a bunch of people, and that's how you could meet this person. The person could be a part of that group or somebody you meet on the road. Right? Speaking of travel, the Chariot, the first card that came out, could be a Cancer you're dealing with, right? The Chariot is a Cancer major arcana card. The Chariot is a card of victory, success. It's a card of moving forward and not looking back. The Chariot could be a card of transportation or travel. All right, perhaps this person has something to do with the cars or vehicles in general, right? Or again, this is you going somewhere. The Knight of Cups, clarifying the Chariot, again, could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but the Knight of Cups is the most romantic knight out of all 4 knights. The Knight of Cups is often referred to as the knight in the shining armor. So yeah, Prince Charming, very romantic, right? Love. Genuine, authentic love. The Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This is a card of wish come true. It's also a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. And at the same time, in some tarot decks, the Nine of Cups looks like an event. In some tarot decks and the Nine of Cups, there is a table with food and beverages on top of it. And in other, tarot decks, in the Nine of Cups, there's people standing around celebrating. So there could be some kind of an event that you're going to, or you could be celebrating while you're on the road, right? Or this is simply a wish come true, right? This person coming into your life will make you feel loved, satisfied, and fulfilled. And we're back to the Sun card, right? Could be a Leo, or it's the happiest card in the deck. Right? With the Sun card, we always feel loved. We always feel on top of the world. Then we have the Lovers, already briefly touched on it. Could be a Gemini you're dealing with, but it's also a card of a choice. We all choose to be in relationships or marriages or not. And at the same time, in my opinion, the Lovers is the best card when it comes to the actual love connection between two people. It's a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of a twin flame connection. And the Lovers could simply be the love of your life. All right, the Ten of Pentacles, clarifying it, is a card of a commitment to marriage. Rock solid commitment to marriage, as a matter of fact. It's also a card of financial abundance and real estate. All right, so that's what's on the line. By the way, the first 3 cards that came out were all major arcana cards. The Chariot, the Sun, the Lovers, all 3 major arcana cards. And they are amazing major arcana cards by themselves, and especially together. The clarifiers are minor arcanas, but they're also great minor arcana cards. Right, and the Nine of Cups is also a fantastic card to have. So yeah, like I said, you have some kind of a trip coming up, or someone's birthday, or it could be a car show, or you could be purchasing a new car or something, going to a racetrack, I don't know. But this is just amazing. All right, really happy for you, Taurus. Congratulations. And yeah, that's what I have for you for this reading for this month. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Taurus, have an amazing month.